It is said that humor plays a major role in the interpersonal communication. It is also labeled as the irreplaceable characteristic. We know that humor plays many roles in our lives, not only just to amuse or entertain, but it can be used as one of those break the ice moments for people to ease the tension and different things that happen when you come across awkward or intense situations. Humor events are defined as a discrete social behavior that somebody intentionally creates for their audience. So for me personally, I think back to work. I do summer sales, and so I'm knocking doors all day long, the entire summer, and I'm coming across talking with all kinds of people. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you. The majority of people don't even want me on their door in the first place. And so to be successful in this, you have to be really careful with the things that you say and the way that you come across. So I think of one of those break the ice moments, because we always do stuff like this to really, in a sense, get a foot in the door. So one thing that I think of is, there's tons of them, but I walked up to this guy's door one time, and he says, "Hey, how's it going? Like, what do you want?" And I was like, "Oh, doing good, just working a Friday," when it really was a Monday. And so he just kind of laughed, and we carried on. But another one would be, I was walking across the street going over to another lady's house, and she had this little tiny chihuahua, maybe this big, and it only weighed maybe 2 or 3 pounds, and had a little cute little pink bow and everything. So not even intimidating at all. And I walked across the side of the street, and I just said, "Hey, how's it going?" And then I recognized her dog and kind of stepped back and jumped, and I was like, "Hey, is your dog gonna attack me? Am I gonna be okay?" And she just started laughing. And it's things like that, the break the ice moments, that will really help your audience. Next, I want to talk about something called the wheel model theory. So this theory talks about humor events between two people, and I'm going to explain a couple different reasons why this is important. Reason one, it creates positive feelings that is also known as the positive effect. The second reason is that this positive effect that you're creating with this other individual, it can be shared with others, whether you know them or not. Humor not only will build a stronger relationship with your friends and family, but literally everyone that you come in contact with, whether you know them or not.
In communications, we can use humor a lot of different ways to achieve our outcome. In conversation, we can use humor to deflect topics and remarks that we don't want to handle at that time. We can ease tension with our audience by using humor. We can make people have more positive outlooks on us as a person. But we have to be careful, because we can also use humor at the wrong time and have a negative effect on our conversation. So each to their own time.
Hi, I'm Buzz Reynolds, and my part in this project is how you can use humor to avoid conflict. So, have you ever heard of the phrase, laughter is the best medicine? Well, with that, it is very, very true with conflict. So, humor and laughter can ease the conversation in the conversation that you have with, especially with conflict. In conflict, it kind of gets a little intense. Sometimes you get a little angry with it, but at the right times, you can use humor to kind of ease the tension and just have a little fun to get that conversation and get a solution out of it. So just be careful when you use humor, though, in conflict, because if you use humor at the wrong time, it can really set someone off. It can it can be really destructive to the relationship you have with the other person. So be careful with that. So in conclusion, laughter is the best medicine. Humor is the best thing in the world. Only if you use it right. Please do. And that's my point of the presentation.
Positive and negative effects in interpersonal communication. The positives are that humor can make you more likable to those around you. The second positive is that using humor is a good way to make friends. Say you're in a new group and you're not really familiar with those around you, you can crack a joke, they'll like you more because you're funny. The third is it's a good way for some people to cope, either during a traumatic event or a sad event. Joking about their situation helps their mentality, makes them feel better, or helps them forget their problems completely momentarily. The negative effects of humor in interpersonal communication is that if you joke around too much, people can't take you seriously. They never know when you're actually meaning what you say. Another negative of using humor in interpersonal communication is that more serious people get the higher job title. And the clowns or jokesters, they're never thought of as higher maintenance material, therefore they're never usually the CEO because they're not as serious about the job or so on. Humor can be all fun and games as well. And so the third negative of humor in interpersonal communication is that it can be used as a weapon to bring people down, such as making fun of them, making jokes about them, and so on.
What was wrong with the chameleon who couldn't change his color? He had erectile dysfunction.
What is the least spoken language in the world? Sign language.
What's the thing about Switzerland? The best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but it has a big S on the flag.
I bought some shoes from a drug dealer today. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
How do you make holy water? You burn the hell out of it.